Hello everyone. I'm very glad to see you in our first startup battle powered by Startup Grind Baku Hub. So many people ask me, what is this startup battle? I explain you now. Startup battle, it is online competition event for startups. Today, six startups from Azerbaijan will be pitching their project ideas, solutions, and after their pitching, three international experts will be give their feedbacks, comments, or maybe some questions about their project solutions. Today we have six startups. As said, it is startups OYNA, SMOR, School Plus, IOKIO, MedicNext, and Refinance. And we have three international experts. The first expert, it is Igor Ovcharenko. He is, hello Igor, how are you?
Yes.
Igor, it is head of global programs in Global Catalyst. And besides, Igor make a consulting for innovation ecosystem in emerging countries. Our second expert from Israel is Maxim Shashkov. Hello, Max. How are you?
Great. Thank you for having me here.
Maxim, it is founder of Israeli startup Smart, and Max created and organized a mentor program in Israel. And Max was jury member in Takeoff Summit, which was in Baku. And our third expert from Ireland, Zaur Insizadeh. Hi, Zaur. How are you?
Good. Yourself?
Okay. Zaur is program manager in Accelerator Tangent, and Zaur is general director of Startup Grind Baku chapter. And yes, Igor, yes. Igor is right now that he's also a partner in Whitehall. So we can.
Yeah, I just wanted to share this with the audience. I mean, I also have like an investor hat, so I'll be more than happy to see, some pipeline here. So.
Okay. We can start, and now it will be startup OYNA. The pitching will be in 3 minutes. After of the 3 minutes, I will stop the pitching, and our experts can make some questions, feedbacks about startups. After our Q&A session, will be continue with second startups and etc. And OYNA, you are here.
Yes, I'm here. Hi, everyone.
You are ready?
Can I share my screen?
Yes, please. Please.
Okay.
Okay.
Just wait.
Okay. Are you ready?
Just wait, please. Is it okay, or can you see my screen right now? Or
yes.
Yes, I think it's okay. Yes, 1, 2, 3, start.
Okay, cool. So my name is Farid. I'm the CEO and the co-founder of the OYNA startup. With a simple explanation, what is OYNA? OYNA is a game organizer app. Our motto is we are trying to build a site which is easiest, fastest, and most entertaining way to organize the game. So what the problem we are solving? We are working for corporate guys. We are playing football all the time after the hard working days. There's some problem which we are encountering. The first problem is that we have the limited access to football stadium regarding the free time. Manually it's impossible. The second problem, the reservation. Let's imagine that I have some stadium management. I'm calling them and reserving the game. It took too much time. It's the second problem. The third problem is defining the opponent team, build your own team, and find the player for your own team. So that's the third problem which we're trying to solve. How we are solving this? We are just bringing the players and the stadium in the same platform. From the platform, the player have the access to all the stadium regarding the free time and can reserve the game. Plus, you can build your own team, find the player for your own team, and find the opponent team as well. So to sum it up, what we are doing, we are giving access problem which we are solving. Second problem is a speed problem, and the last one is a proper matching. The opponent team. At the same time, we have the mobile app for the players, and we have the web app for the stadium, because we are also trying to solve some kind of the problem for the stadiums too. So what we are doing for them, we are giving the large customer base to them, easy booking system, and their own no reservation hassle, as well as you are seeing from the screen. There's a web app which right now some of the stadium already using it. So our primary market is the corporate guys mainly, which is they are playing after the 6 o'clock, and the secondary market is mainly students. At the beginning, we are trying to focus the students, bring and create the customer base, and get some good feedback from the stadium. Then, of course, we'll at the same time focus the primary market growing the corporate guys. So overall market size for the Azerbaijan, it's around maybe 100 stadium, mainly of course the football. The second list CAM is around this 800,000. It's a stadium mainly located in Baku. And the last one, the football stadium, it's around the 50 stadium right now, which we are dealing with. And we already have the agreement with one of the biggest one, I mean SMOR, because the 33 of the stadium belongs to one company. Business model is as simple. Right now, we don't have the online payment. It will be around the, let's say, the after 2 months. So after the game, the player paying the money to the stadium, and we are getting other commission per game from the stadium. I mean, we are charging stadium, not the player. So for the roadmap, right now, just yesterday, we just uploaded our Play Store. It will be, I think, 1 or 2 days. Then, of course, after 2 months, there will be rating system. There will league mode in our platform. And of course, the next step is the Turkey, because right now in Azerbaijan, there's a 50 stadium, but in Turkey, there's a 10,000 stadium. And we are already trying to differentiate out the main opponents, competitors from the Turkey. It's our team. I am the CEO. Then we have the CPO, Yashar Jafarli, and the CTO and the CEO, as you well from the screen. And the last one, we are trying to get this investment. The main part will be the marketing cost. And of course, there's a software and the other salary and equipment cost as well. Thank you for the attention.
Okay, good. It was a really 3 minutes. It's a very good result. Thank you very much, Farid. And who from our expert will be start first? Igor, Zaur, Maxim.
Sorry, can I stop this screen or share screen or?
No, I think it will stay.
Okay, no problem.
I'm happy to start, Nikita.
Okay.
Yeah, just to confirm, like, so the main purpose is to provide the feedback to the teams. Is that correct?
No, we are bringing the teams and the
no, hold on. I'm sorry. I'm asking Nikita. Like, what's the purpose of today's exercise?
Yes.
We're providing the feedback, right?
Yes, feedback, questions. What do you think about pitching, about project, about solution, everything? Okay,
cool. Okay, so Farid, first of all, I'm your target audience, but not in the stadium side, but on the player side, and I'm gonna move to Baku soon, so I'll be definitely one of the customers, but again on the player side. So
good for us.
Yeah. So a couple of things. So it was not necessarily clear for me what is the current competition and how do you plan to differentiate yourself. You briefly mentioned that there's a bunch of it happening in Turkey, but not clear like what is that happening.
Okay, no problem.
My next question will be around so you said there's like most of the stadiums belong to one company. Where do you stand on talking to that company, and what's the current
situation? Okay, no problem. Let me answer your 2 questions. About the first question, right now in Azerbaijan we don't have competitors, fortunately, but in Turkey there's 2 big competitors, the Sahamatik and Rakibbo. But the fortunate part is that both of them, they don't have, they only have the mobile app for the users. They don't have any kind of the web app for the stadium. Any kind of the users can enter the platform, but cannot reserve the game. He can push, select the stadium for the free time. Then he has to call the stadium management and reserve the game. That's how we are trying to already differentiate it out from that competitors, and that's how we are planning to enter this market. About your second question, it's correct. There's a 50 stadium around, and 33 of them belongs to one company. And we already agreed that with them. That this week we will sign the contract, and they're already using our platform. SMOR, the biggest one.
Okay, cool. And then what about the other ones? Like you, so there's another
Yeah.
17.
Yes, other one, let's say there's a 15 stadium, but if we consider in the company, let's say 5 or 10 companies, and after getting the biggest supplier to our platform, actually before we just spoke some of them, and verbally they said okay for us. And I mean, after getting the Aswar to our side, it will be so easy for them. I mean, to get them our platform as well.
How many people are using this on the customer side?
No, we just yesterday we just uploaded the Play Store. I mean, we are to launch most of the next week.
Okay, cool. Well, thank you so much. Yeah, good luck.
Okay, thank you for the question.
Maxim?
Yeah.
Zhao? Okay, Zhao, start, please.
If you don't mind, thank you very much for presentation, really lovely. And just one question regarding the operational part of that.
Okay.
You said that, yeah, you said about like in the company actually to operating in Turkey that you have to call after the reservation, if I'm not mistaken, to know more about the games. And
Yes.
how you want to be ensure that people like this stadium will be happy to kind of like update, the platform with the new games actually happening.
You know that's a hardest challenge which right now we are dealing, and we saw that it will be problematic for us at the beginning. So we'll solve this problem from the legal base. I mean, it's not in our responsibility. It will be in the stadium responsibility. I mean, the manager has to keep it eye on it. But I think it's a main problem right now. I think it will be main challenge for us. But we'll from the legal base, we will solve it. At the same time, we'll encourage all the stadium to bring all the customer base to our platform. I mean, even for example, there's someone is calling from this normally the manually from the phone, and they can encourage them to enter the platform and reserve the game from there. At the beginning, of course, there will be problem, but I hope we will be solved this during the next 2 or 3 months.
Okay.
The market.
Right, because I think that migration might be kind of a block here. But do you have like a short-term benefit for the stadiums, like short-term benefit that will kind of motivate and encourage them,
Yes. You know what's the case? Let's say the biggest one was the Aswar. Even they don't have anything to schedule their meeting. Schedule their they don't use even the Excel file. We are bringing the internal customer service for them. That's the first thing. About the second thing, for example, even the Asfar says it, before the 6 o'clock, it's really hard for them to feel it. In any kind of the discount, but it's really hard for them. And we said, okay, no problem. We'll solve this problem by, bringing the students to them. And just yesterday, we had the one meeting with the TGT, the unit TGT, and they said most probably the next we will have some kind of the partnership with them. We will bring too many customer base to the stadium.
Right. Thank you.
Hey, Farid, thank you for your pitch. It was really great. I really loved how you started from your personal stories. Really important to start with it. The only one question I have, because almost all questions are asked about the acquisition, and you mentioned you are looking 55K for the marketer, and what kind of channels you are looking to start to acquire the customers?
You mean a marketing cost? Yes.
Yes.
It will be offline, online, all of them. For example, there will be some influencer market. There's some kind of the famous, let's say, footballer from the Karabakh. We already have some kind of the relations with them, and we'll use this kind of the marketing channel. Plus, they will have, you'll put some kind of the posters in some universities, and some kind of the meetings. For example, football teams and some kind of the universities. This kind of the cost, I think it will cover around the 50, maybe the 50K a little bit higher for them. But if we are in considerations that the Turkey market is the next step, I think this amount of money will be suitable for us.
And you have some data for customer cost?
No, unfortunately, because we are just planning to launch this week. Just yesterday, we uploaded the Play Store. It will take us in maximum 1 or 2 days to review. But we already have the stadiums in our platform. but we have to launch the platform. I think that this week we'll launch.
Nice.
Then I'll get this data too.
Oh, good luck.
Farid,
Thank you.
I assume the technology and the product you have built is easily adjustable to any types of stadiums. So say there'll be, I don't know, volleyball or
Yeah,
I don't know what.
yeah. By the way, I just forgot. Yeah, that's a really good part. I just forgot because right now we are beginning with the football, but there will be volleyball, basketball, tennis, because this kind of the sport you can play as a team. Any kind of the sport which you can play as a team, we can, establish now platform. Right now we are mainly focused on the football, but of course regarding the girls also will play there. The tennis, volleyball, basketball, then next.
And then when do you plan to launch that? So because like looks like you will cover the football part pretty quick. So when is that happening?
Actually, for our let's say steps for the next week, we already have the strategy of the stadium. I mean, it belongs to us. For the next step to bring all of them, I mean, the left 20 or 15. Then of course the another sports. I mean, including tennis, volleyball, and basketball. I mean, we are continuously doing this.
Last question. So in terms of the fundraising, so you mentioned it's 100K. Where do you stand? Do you have any commitments so far? How many investors have you talked to? Like where do you stand on the investment?
We are right now. We are part of the acceleration team from the Sabah. I mean, the Sabah Lab. We are getting support from them. For example, in the demo day, in February there will be demo day. It will be the first time where we just pitch our startup in the investors. But right now, let's say weekly, we had some kind of the coaches from the different countries, a majority of the investors, and we are continuously taking their feedbacks. Of course, it's a support of the Sabah Lab.
Mm-hmm. So currently no commitments. It's just like you in the beginning process of the fundraising.
No. We just get. If you mean from the financial perspective, we just get the 20 from the Sabah Lab. Right now, we are using this. You mean if you are meaning the financial part? Yeah, we get the 20K from the Sabah Lab as a seed investment. Seed investment, yeah.
I was asking about the 100K that you're about to raise. So like in that 100K, do you have any commitments so far?
No.
Not yet. Okay.
Yeah. No. First time it will be in the February, which will pitch our startup in front of the investor in the February, end of February.
Thank you so much, Farid.
Okay, thank you for your time.
Thanks, Farid. It was our first startup, OYNA, and now it is our second startup, SMOR. SMOR is here. Orhan.
Yes, I'm online.
Okay. You can start. You can share your presentation.
Sure, just a second.
Mm-hmm.
I think Farid needs to stop sharing.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah, that's all.
Okay. You are ready, Orhan?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, you can start.
Everybody sees the screen?
Yeah.
Okay,
Good.
yes.
Right.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, start.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Orhan Garibov. I'm CEO and founder of SMOR, a website that is aimed at creating an ecosystem about car ownership experience, from the maintenance to government relationship to everything that is needed to maintain a car. But nowadays, young people are simply frightened. Personally, me, I am frightened about ownership a car, because it's a lot of responsibility and it's a lot of time, money, and energy to get into any problem which arises around car. And the biggest problem are the spare parts. Our solution is to create a certain platform that brings clarity and transparency to the problem of finding necessary spare parts in Azerbaijan and delivering it to customer. Our product is a B2B marketplace, B2C marketplace that allows a customer to simply search for any spare part for his own particular vehicle by the particular name and code of the spare part, or by the name, by make and model, or particular identification number of the car. Once the customer enters necessary data, it's absolutely 3-click or 2-click experience to get a necessary car part. Our innovation that allows such an easy and fast purchase experience is the result of our great work on data that allows customer first time in Azerbaijan to easily search for a spare part by their VIN code or to enter a more simple make, model, year, engine, or if they know the part, just to write down the original name or the article name of the part. At the same time, the solution that we have allows for very fast vendor onboarding. We have reached a daily onboarding level of 250 products, which is very, very competitive comparing to other niche marketplaces that have to use still labor, manual labor for very, very vast SKU catalogs of their customers. At the same time, the data that we already have and that we will be collecting on the customer side will allow us to analyze better customer patterns in driving, in ownership of a car, which would be very useful for our partners in credit organizations or in insurance companies. Our key metrics are on the screen. We are 7 months in. We have done zero marketing yet. It is pure silent start. The only marketing tool we have is search engine optimization, which leveraged us about 4,300 people after bounce. Customer acquisition cost is thus less than 4 manats, and gross merchandise value reached 3,000. This is excluding the current December. Global market though is huge. Considering all the spare parts and car maintenance and everything which tackles around it, we're talking about $1.6 trillion total available market, which gets down to, if we talk particularly about spare parts, about $20 billion in online retail spare parts in 2019. When we talk about the Azerbaijani market, we are talking about 800 million Azerbaijani manats in spare parts and maintenance.
Orhan, 3 minutes is finished. I am sorry, 3 minutes is finished.
Sure.
It was more than 3 minutes. I give to you 30 seconds is extra time. All I'm sorry. This reglement is 3 minutes. I'm sorry.
I'm sure that the experts will have their questions.
Okay, yes. Who will be first today? Now for SMOR, Marx? Maybe you?
I can. Orhan, thank you so much. I would love to ask about your team because I think it's important to understand.
Yep. So our team are the people of 3. Me, myself, and I. Yeah. I am an e-commerce specialist. I am 5 years plus. I have experience of 5 years plus in digital banking and e-commerce, managing several products across the banking product line in digital sphere. My deputy and our CMO, Jomart, is master in communications, and he's also a very experienced marketer. And Ali, he is a very bright mind in data management, holding a master in science and IT and engineering.
So all of you are working full-time on the project now?
I am currently still working with the bank because every product is a dear child of mine and I cannot let them go alongside with SMOR, but my other team members are working full-time.
Great. Thank you.
Okay. Who's next?
I would really love to hear your feedbacks about the idea and the realization as well.
I would like, Orhan, thank you for the presentation. I believe, yeah, next time, try to be in 3 minutes because like there's a bunch of other things that we want to figure out. So, with regards to the question from Max, like it's not clear who's from your team is actually familiar with this industry. Like, why have you focused on this one particularly? Maybe you have some other additional team members that are not shown here.
I mean, we've got an extensive advisory board, co-founder, my father and my brother, strategy advisor, plus other people. We are all very experienced IT and digital solution providers. At the same time, our family has extended connection in this sphere, including my father and my brother. For example, since we have launched our product 7 months ago, we managed to attract about 20 vendors already, and we are currently holding the biggest stocks catalog in country in this niche, about 55,000 products. So no other online store has as much products in this spare part technology niche as we do.
It'll be great if you can highlight that in the presentation, because like looks like right now you're all from finance and from banking. And it's kind of like raises the question like why this industry, and like what guys are you looking for here? Is it any like fintech component to it or not? So it's a bit confusing, Orhan. Okay. In terms of your traction, it would be also great if you can add in, like indicate this like number of SKUs on the platform right now, number of vendors and stuff. So that's that yeah, okay. That's just no time.
Just here it is.
Okay, very good. And then next question will be on the business model. So can you highlight a bit more like whom do you charge and
sure.
Have you started doing this already or not?
Yeah, we are charging sales price on every purchase. We are charging up to 20% on every sale from the vendors. At the same time, we're charging a delivery fee for every order below 100 TZN threshold. As part of the future expansion strategy, we also have plans for paid vendor membership and also to incorporate service points on our platform as well.
And I think a couple of last questions. So first is, have you done any interviews with your vendors and the people who are using your customers, basically, who are using the platform? And what are the biggest pains that your solution is actually fixing for them? And number two question will be about the vision. Where do you see this product evolving in the next 3 years?
Yeah, sure. So about the customers, on the vendor side, the main problem is the number of middlemen, which is actually a problem on both sides, both the customer and the vendors. We are working with first hands in our country with the particular importers of the goods, and it allows us both to leverage a lot of consumer surplus in a manner that we diminish the real market price to the level where it is acceptable for the particular importer, but at the same time lower than a customer might buy at some retail stores or smaller places. At the same time, for those particular people, it is necessary that we do not take their stocks and hold them until we sell it. We create a platform where the people that import goods for tens and millions of Azerbaijani manats, they can sell it. We take the problem of customer care, take our margin, and pay right on. They do not have a lot of fixed capital bound out to connection with us. We once the purchase is done, we transfer the money. So this is what is powerful for them. What is powerful for customers, and we had extensive interviews with several of our customers, and we actually conducted a very nice customer journey map, though a bit dated today, but we are actually in process of updating it. So the actual problem with our customers is that everywhere you go, it's supposed that the customer knows everything about the product. He just needs to find it and just to buy it. And this kind of
mindset,
this is what's scaring customer. This is what demands him to go to ask his service person to look up for the product. And the service person wouldn't do it for free. He always puts some margin on it. whenever the product costs 100 manat, it's going to cost 110 manat for the end user, because the service person went and did his job in researching and all of this. If we can present the same product with more friendly environment and for 80 manat, the customers absolutely love it. So this is what we do. What we currently have as a challenge is, though we have very extensive product catalog, we still see that it is not enough. There's so many cars and so many different makes and models, even in our country. About 1.5 million passenger cars are in Azerbaijan. We still are taking on a fraction of the market, and this is the main problem in converting customers to the purchase.
And the vision, sorry, where do you see the company going?
As a vision, this is what actually is the main, I think, powerful side of our strategic view is we do not want to stay a marketplace for spare parts. There are so many competition in the world, and we see that every single local store can create such a thing. This isn't particularly a competitive advantage, but our vision is the creation of ecosystem. Just as I said in the beginning of the page, everything from insurance to purchasing the particular spare part, to delivering it to the necessary maintenance service, because customers do not need a spare part, they need a fixed car. So what we want to deliver at the end of the day is that a customer just enters and finds a solution, a fixed car with spare parts and the service person and the necessary insurance coverage on it, and if necessary, a credit offering if the necessary fixing is too expensive, or if necessary, some consultation on a social media forum regarding where you can do it better, or if there's any particular problem with government relationship, maybe a claim management system that a certain a car crash happens, so you have to report it properly. All of this should be done on SMOR. If there's any problem about your car, the first go-to place should be SMOR for the customer. This is our vision.
Thank you.
Okay, Zaur.
If I know that we're running out of time, but just quick question. Thanks, Orhan, for presentation. Just one thing to know. I think Igor already asked this question, but just wanting more about that is about the customer behavior. You said like because people especially in our country, like, in Azerbaijan, they have completely different, customer behavior and journey. I just want to know how you're gonna just raise this awareness, how you're gonna be sure that they will be able to understand the product in a way, that you want to propose them. Like how you're gonna change their behavior, how you're gonna, deliver this, kind of mindset of kind of concentrating on the fixed, on fixed car instead of, and kind of focusing on the spare parts. Like how are you going to change their mindset? Do you have any kind of ideas?
I mean, if we talk about spare parts themselves, I mean, the biggest tool is always money, and I think we're very successful about it in a manner that we cut off all the middlemen and we go directly to importers. We even have a business line developing right now in creating a like direct sale from Turkey and Dubai into Azerbaijan with a simplified e-commerce system. So the idea is that what we can do, how we can change the mindset, is to offer a better price. So this is why the customer will buy from us. As an idea that the customer needs a fixed car, not a spare part. Again, so the customers, there are people who genuinely enjoy researching about car, having love with it and all the stuff. I'm sorry for my language, but yeah, this is another kind of this is a niche at the end of the day. For 99% of people who own a car, it's a transportation mean, and when it's broken, means that there's just no transportation mean. So we strategically are aiming at solving this problem. You have no car, go to SMOR and we'll fix everything and we'll give you the best price. And
Thanks.
Last from my side, can you tell us a bit more about the competition and how do you differentiate yourself?
Sure. Yeah. So, excuse me. Yeah. So about the competition, this is local competition. So we've got three main types of competition on our market, which are kind of fixed in three names, which is YOMIKO, which is like basic general marketplace. They have a good checkout, a payment solution, even the offering of credit, multiple vendors. Though their problem is that the delivery is rather low, so 1, 2, 3 days is a long period for a spare part. There's no car spare part matching. So again, the idea is that the customer will find his own spare part. And the expansion structure is basically into marketplace. There are specialized stores like Furgan Avta. They have their own stocks. They have their own website. The problem is with customer experience. Again, maybe they have spare part matching, but it is in no way as customer friendly as this in our side. At the same time, the website, the landing page is rather just a landing page to show the catalog. There's a very simple checkout, which simply places an order, and there's no online payment. There's no payment with credit. There's just one vendor with their limited stocks, and delivery is again not that fast.
And the international one? Sorry, I mean it's all clear. Sorry, sorry interrupting. Yeah. This is all clear from the slide. What about the international one?
About international one, so we've got again three main types of competition, which is like a very old Furgan Avta type USA spare part marketplaces. Here we try to show where the international competition stands on the side of our idea of ecosystem. Many of the startups in China and EU are trying to create a certain basic level of this ecosystem, connecting spare parts and repair services. Though the main problem is, excuse me, yeah. Though the main problem is that when they get into that, there's little to none opportunity for financing its located organization or offering some insurance coverage services which help customer to kind of spread the cost around. And also there's, again, the idea is just fixing car. When it comes to other sides of the car ownership experience, like social media hub or kind of government relationship, paying fines and etc., those services are out. So I think that there's no understanding yet about how to create it, though I believe that we can offer such vision.
Thank you. Orhan, I've shared with you the link to a company that is doing similar things. So after they reached the biggest number of SKUs in the market, they reinvented the business model approach. So essentially, there is a request from a person, from a car owner, and then the dealers, they're fighting, providing the best price to that car owner. So it's kind of like an auction style, and basically the idea is that they have all the spare parts in stock and they can deliver it fast. So check it out. That might be something that you would want to, explore more.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Orhan. And it is time for our next startup. Orhan, can you close a share? And I call a School Plus. School Plus, you are here, guys?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, you have 3 minutes, and you can start, please.
Okay. Hi, my name is Rufat. I'm the CEO of School Plus. Basically, after graduation from school, I realized that I wasn't ready for the future because I couldn't make real life choices and decisions. I've spent many years trying to figure out who I am as a professional, who I am as a person, and that path led me to depression, feeling lost. Basically, at School Plus, we are teaching your kids marketable skills through a wide range of programs. The problems that we solve are traditional education, so which is means the absence of real world curriculum at schools and or limited extracurricular activities. Then uniform approach, which means large groups and disregard of the unique qualities and interests of kids. And absence of flexibility means that the kids with special needs, immigrants living in the regions, they don't have the equal access to quality education. So next one, please. Okay, so solution. Basically, the solution is that we are providing marketable skills, and we try to teach kids the skills that will help them to excel in the future. Then the individual approach in small groups and in individual classes are aimed to prioritize the customization of learning experience. And then the flexibility through provision of the classes and programs online, and also a wide range of wide variety of programs will definitely, through wide variety of programs, we encourage the kids to explore their interests. So this is our platform. Just with one click, you can send the trial class request. Then with one click, you can join the class. Then you can browse through the website through our programs such as technology, life skills, psychology, and more. And you can see the details of the program. You can access the programs, meet the instructor, and get the details about the program itself. Next. So this is the market size. So 240 million for 40-18 years old in Azerbaijan for locals and immigrant kids. Then those who are engaged in after-school programs are around 30 million USD. And we are aiming to target 1.3 million market in the next year, which makes 390,000 profit, USD profit. Next. So this is the number of our learners. Currently, we have learners which are between 40-18 years old, and they are from Azerbaijan, Qatar, Turkey, Canada, and Germany. Next. And then the current status is we have over 300 active learners with us. This year, we made around 60,000 USD, and we have conducted 7,100 classes. Next. So the business model is that we are marketplace, and we are operating on the 30% commission-based operation. Our ratio is 3.67, and by 2025, we are aiming to reach 1 million. Next. So what makes us different is that we provide real-world curriculum. We encourage the kids to explore their interests through a wide range of programs, and we personalize the learning experience for them. Next. So this is our team. So I'm Rufat. So I'm the CEO with 5 years experience in customer service and in education. With me, Ravana Göğüşli, also co-founder, 5 years of experience and professional background in education. And we have Mansour Hamidov, which is CTO with over 6 years of experience as a full stack developer. Next. We also have over 30 amazing instructors that strive for excellence in education. Next. So this is our roadmap. Okay. So
Rufat, I'm sorry. Time. It just was more than 3 minutes. I give to you 2 extra 30 seconds. Only we have a rules. I'm sorry, and I think we can start. We can start to listen of our experts' opinion about this presentation, about the speech. Who will be the first, Zaur?
Yeah, I'll go first. Thank you very much. Just a question regarding the inclusivity. You said it's very important to involve as many people as possible. But how are we going to try to reach the rural areas? Because we know that I wouldn't say that we don't have a progress in Baku, but still, there's a lot of solutions actually in the capital. How are you going to reach rural places where there's no coverage at all?
Basically, so what we are doing is that at the moment, we already have the kids joining from different regions of Azerbaijan. We have from Guba, from Gaza, from Ganja, from Nakhchivan, and more. So, of course, the only problem with the rural areas is that they may have internet problem. And unfortunately, so we are not focusing on reaching out and solving this problem at this point. But we are thinking about making some events for those kids living in the rural areas. So making free events, which will definitely inspire to learn more and etc. But for the online classes, of course, we always put some kind of requirement for the the internet speed, and for the computer like specifics. So because that's the required to join our classes.
And also how you like selected topics for students, like for for these kids, how you select this topics, like this is the topic that we would like to have a course or something like that. And also just a question, how it's different from the well-known platforms like Udemy. Why not to have something like that, but in Azerbaijani, instead of just developing something from the very scratch? Just want to know more about unique selling proposition.
Okay, of course. The first thing about the how we choose the programs is basically we always focus like what was missing at schools, like which skills are required, for the kids to learn in the future. Also, we try to kind of like teach the kids the skill that will help them, not like only professional skills, but in general, probably like the good attention, improve their memory, and etc. That will definitely help them in the future. So this is how we choose the programs. We choose around like our mission. When it comes, also we look at the market, like where is the demand, probably where is the gaps, and etc. We always told we are in touch, even though we are in marketplace. By the way, I would like to highlight that we always in touch with parents. And there are a lot of cases when the parents recommend us to kind of like start a particular program, and that's how we also do our programs. When it comes to the difference, the what makes us different, it's there are of course huge competition, especially on the global scale, because in the locally, for example, there is no platform that teaches like the wide variety of programs that focuses on this and after school programs, but there are a lot of offline. How we try to keep ourselves different from others. Firstly, even though we are marketplace, we try to frame our standards so that the instructors will strive to one mission of achieving the good goals. So we are really caring about the quality. The second thing is that we are aiming to make the programs in different languages. Most of the platforms that teach wide variety of programs, they teach only in English, but we are aiming to teach in every language that is possible, like around the world, and have like that of like a team working with us. And then the third thing is that we are not only teaching marketable skills, but we are also very soon aiming to teach traditional values to the kids living abroad. So for example, for Azerbaijani kids living abroad, we are aiming to teach them, for example, Azerbaijani values, culture, geography, and etc. And for example, if we will operate in Kazakhstan, we will do the same for Kazakhstan. So this is also will be one of the points that will differ us from other competitors.
Okay, just the last one, sorry. And how you like, I know that there's kind of tendency for most of the actual teachers just to escape from the platform, just have the kind of collaboration with the students, or even the communication with the students, outside and beyond the platform. How you ensure that these people, like especially tutors, they're happy to be on the platform and they communicate with the students from the platform, not separately. Do you have like, can you just elaborate on the value proposition for the tutors? Why not to have like just to get this student and then basically work with the student outside the platform?
Of course, there are a lot of cases that we've also faced the issues, but so at the moment we are having some kind of like rewarding and penalization processes. At the same time, we have like on the platform the chat through which they communicate with the students, and we can monitor that chat as well. When it comes, we mainly focus on the also rewarding process, so that to reward the instructors for particular achievements, so that they will be interested, to work through the platform. And also we try to ease the administrative part of work for the instructors. We communicate with the students, we manage the administrative things. At the same time, we are building the map of the learning process that will definitely motivate the parents stay with us, because with us they will see the clear path of the learning process. But that's the part that we are working on it at the moment. So and also penalization. So we are kind of like holding the deposit from the instructors. Of course, maybe it may not be a particular motivation for them not to get in touch with the learners, but we'll definitely also use that kind of things like for the instructors to follow particular standards that we have.
Got it. Thanks a million.
My pleasure.
Max?
Okay. Rufat, happy to see you again.
Happy to see you too.
Yeah, as last time I mentioned, the e-learning market is really competitive, and the main question is, what is your main weakness for now, and on what you're focusing?
We are focusing on the scalability and probably the standards more. So we are trying to frame those standards, and as we have many programs, so it takes a little bit time to communicate and to build that path of, you know, learning process for the learners. Because we used to not have those standards. We were thinking that when there is a variety of teaching, it will be good. But now we see that, of course, the variety is good, but then we have to frame that, because when the one learner changes the instructor, so sometimes they go through the same thing, or another instructor can follow what the previous instructor taught, you know, to the kid. So, and we are trying to improve that process, you know, somehow improve the experience of learners. And the scalability, because we used to waste a lot of time on managing the communication part, on the managing the trial classes part. So we are working also on optimization of those processes.
And then another question: how long it will take you to be profitable? So,
we are already profitable. So the amount that I told you, 60,000 USD, we are already making 30% of it. So we are almost getting like 1,500 USD per month.
I see. Nice. Thank you.
Igor?
Rufat, thank you so much for the presentation. Couple of questions. So the content that is generated by your teachers or mentors, is it unique just for your platform, or they're selling this elsewhere as well?
So it's not unique. They may sell it elsewhere as well.
And what's the percentage of the revenue brought to them by you?
On average, they get from us like 300, 400 USD.
A month, right?
Yes.
Which in their total revenue stream is what, like 5%, 10%? Do you have any estimation? Have they disclosed this data to you?
No. Basically, we pay just like the 70% of what we get. Actually, yes, we pay around 70%, but you know, we never get into those details. Sometimes they use the resources of other platforms as well when they teach. So, but
and how do you validate that this content belongs to them?
Basically, when we I mean, we don't try to validate those things, but we only check like how effective are those content for our learners, because we mainly care about like what the result the kids get, and or the how effective are the classes. But we do not validate if those, for example, material is like of another platform or something, you know, for the common use.
I see. So basically you do it like in the shape of a survey from the parents to understand whether there was an effective course and a suitable one. Is that correct?
At the moment, yes, but in a very close future, probably in 2 months, we'll try to frame some of the standards just to be sure that the instructors have particular, you know, mission to achieve, the learning mission for each kid. So they may use like different resources and different approaches, but we will try to make sure that, okay, at this point, for example, the kid reached this. So which is like commonly accepted standard.
I see. And then did you have a case of removing content from the platform for like weak results?
We haven't had such case, but we had the case when we had to remove the instructor, because it's like a ranking system, and we see that if we see that the instructor doesn't achieve the goal that we want to, so we remove that instructor from the platform.
Cool, very good. Yeah, and in terms of what is the ask, right? Are you fundraising right now, or What brought you to this event today?
We are not fundraising, but I was participating in such events just, to better understand what like people may accept, more experienced people, what they want to see. And sometimes they may bring very good experience, which may help me to improve my platform.
Very good. And when did you start working on it?
We are operating as a platform a year now.
Here. Okay. Good job. Thank you.
Thank
Impressive.
Thank you, Rafat. And now it's time for our next startup. It's IOKIO. IOKIO, you are here. Elvira? Elvira?
Yes.
You are ready for pitching?
Thank you. Can you hear me? Yes, I'm ready.
Okay. Please, can you share
Can you see
your
my
pitch?
screen?
Not yet. Okay, yes. Now, yes. Okay, you have 3 minutes and you can start now.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Again, we are in the magical season on New Year's Eve, and I think this is the best time to speak about our magic that will help you to save your time and not only. So welcome our digital gift card platform, IOKIO.az. It's a platform that allows people to choose, buy, and send digital gift cards of different brands completely online and instantly. Right now, we have more than 100 brands on our platform, and this number increases every day. I believe, as me, you all, at least one time in your life when you were gifting, you faced with the problems listed here, like buying a gift is time-consuming process, and sometimes distance between people or between people and the stores, brands, is an obstacle for not buying a certain gift, and there is no almost a way to gift instantly. So as a result, we created a platform and together brands with different categories, and we gave them opportunity to create their own digital gift cards to be represented on the only digital gift card platform in Azerbaijan, and at the same time to be available for their potential customers 24 hours of 7 days. I will go a little bit detail how it works from the user point of view. If you want to gift someone with gift card, you just need to go to our website to choose any brand, or even if you are challenged by the choice that you don't know what to choose exactly, we have an option to give universal gift card. You are fulfilling a simple application and making payment, that's it. Then the receiver will get an SMS with the link as you see on the picture, and this link covers all the details about gift certificate, where it's shown your wish text and etc. And the QR code on these certificates is enough to approach the store and to pick up your desired gift. There are too many benefits for the brand, but I would speak about another option with about corporate customers, what we can indirectly bring to the brands, because it's our another channel, corporate gifting. Right now, corporate gifting for the companies, the biggest pain point is considering unique needs of their employees, which is very important because they have only certain subcontractors and they're gifting continuously and repeatedly the same gift card to their employees. So as a solution, we are providing them with a gift code which can be shared with their employees within their reward recognition programs, and it will allow employees to choose any brand's gift card and purchase it on our platform. And this is the benefit for companies. Our business model is commission for real occurring purchases, and the commission differentiates, but it depends field that brand belongs to. We launched commercially on March 1st, and we have 100 brands on our website, more than 15 corporate clients. We covered more than 2,000 people, and we made 52K turnover. I think my time is over, so let's continue with questions.
Okay, thank you very much, Elvira. Thank you for your pitching. And now is time for feedbacks from our experts. Who will be the first? Igor, maybe you.
Yeah, happy to. Elvira, thank you so much. It looks like a compelling pitch and nice business. Please tell me more about the competition. Where do you stand on that one and your future plans? Like, oh, you're actually showing this to us right now. Is this Q1 2023?
Yes, it's Q1, Q2, and Q3, 4. But actually, after Q2, it depends on if we will be able to get investment. About this question was about, sorry, I missed it, I think.
The competition?
About the market and competition. Yes, yes. In Azerbaijani market, there is no such solution like digital gift card, also digital gift card platform, which gathers all the brands. Whom we can call competitors is just some kind of clothing stores who are covering 5-6 brands, but this is anyway not direct competition. This is just top of mind option for the companies to partner with. There is no any other like solution which exactly same as ours.
And do you plan to go to other countries? Do you plan to scale this internationally?
Of course, we aim to go to the markets where this is not like we didn't invest here, and there are similar in the world, but there are don't have such solution, and most probably after achieving. Are you hearing me?
You were breaking up a bit, but yeah, I think, yeah.
Are you hearing me right now?
I think if you can stop your video, it could help. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. As I told, we aim. Okay. Of course, we aim to go to the international market, which is not available. Solutions in the world and very. So our main focus is then to go to the nearest market, Uzbekistan, Georgia, Kazakhstan, and so on. But this all it will be reasonable there.
Thank you. And can you guide us through the investment round? Like, what is there's required funding and how you plan to use this money?
We are participant program as other who feed from the state into the both accelerator program, but are continuing the investment. And this is the required funding for next year.
And what kind of KPIs can you achieve with this funding?
Do you have any other question?
Yeah, I think I got a more or less clear sense of what you're planning on saying.
Elvira, I'm sorry. I think that you have some technical problems with network because we didn't listen you. We don't hear you.
Can you hear me?
Unfortunately, no.
Hear me now?
Elvira,
yes, I'm here, but I cannot be sure.
Okay, Elvira, we must continue, and please, if you will be decide how your network problems will be returned to you. Only now we must continue with next startup. Okay.
Okay, actually, it's showing that everything is fine in my network, but I guess you cannot hear me.
Unfortunately, yes, we hear you only after some seconds. We don't hear you. I think there's some network problems. Okay, please close the share of screen, and we'll be continuing with next startup. Elvira?
Yes, I'm here. I'm trying to solve the problem.
Okay. Okay, our next startup is MedicNext. Guys, you are here.
Yeah, I'm here.
You are ready?
Yeah, you can see the screen, right?
Yes, we are see. Yes, you can start, and you have 3 minutes, and you can start now.
All right. Good evening to everyone. I'm Tugla, and I'm presenting our idea, which is MedicNext. As a matter of fact, due to some family, I need to search for the doctor abroad a lot, predominantly in Turkey and in Germany, and everything.
Stop, please. I'm sorry. We'll be again. We'll hear you very bad. Maybe some problem with microphone, please.
Okay. Give me a minute, please.
I don't listen to you. I think another people don't listen to you too. Okay.
Is it better now because the link is not by phone? Better. I do not have
no. Maybe you use phone or maybe use notebook. I don't know, because we don't listen to you.
Yeah,
No, it's very bad voice. I admit you by phone. Yes. Okay.
Is it better now?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Sorry for that. It just I forgot my headphones and this apparently there's a problem with
No
the
problem.
laptop.
Please
Right.
share your speech.
Yeah. Okay. I'll bring it back.
Okay.
All right.
So you can start.
Yeah?
Yes.
Cool. So I'm Tugra. Good evening to everyone, and I'm here to present our idea, which is the MedicNext. As a matter of fact, due to internal family problems, I used to search for doctors a lot in Turkey, in Germany, particularly, and every single time I was thinking that why this process is so hard, right? It shouldn't be so hard. And apparently it turned out that it was hard not only for me, but for a lot of other people who, for some reason, had to search the medical care abroad. Globally, the number right now is around 14 million people. And what our CASDEV interviews presented is that people are finding this process, the process of finding doctor abroad, as something very risky with very limited information and something that did not have any control over it. That was the starting point, that there should be, a better solution for that to make the life of these people easier. And the problem is twofold, actually. If for the patient side, it's huge, significant risks because lack of information and very limited information. For the hospitals, and specifically for small and the medium ones, the problem is acquiring international customers and significantly high customer acquisition costs. So here's our solution, MedicNext. We are building a platform which is making medical tourism faster, cheaper, and easier by presenting an end-to-end solution, right? Where the user can search, find the doctor, book an appointment, both online and face-to-face, anywhere worldwide. We are aiming to provide a wide variety of solutions, but starting small with the fields that you see in the screen. These are the dentistry, hair transplant, IVF, cosmetic surgery, weight loss. These are the top problems which are treated via medical trips in countries such as Turkey, Israel, and Malaysia, and many others. So the solution for the patient will be that they will get an easier access to doctors globally. They can use this platform for second opinion, for diagnosis checking. If you are not sure or you're about to make, large health strategy decision, and you can join a call and get a second opinion or that, or you are planning a visit to a hospital in another country, and you can use the platform as a prep, right, and make your initial contact with the doctor and all the value-added services. While for the hospitals, it will be significantly reduced customer acquisition costs, and we will solve most of the pain with the pre-visit communication and the paperwork. The platform works quite straightforward. You just log into the platform, view the doctor profile, choose whichever you want to meet, create an account, book the meeting, pay for it, and join the meeting online or face-to-face, depending on the option you have selected. Market potential. In 2022, the market was, we are now closing it almost, but in September, it rounded around $35 billion, and the expected compound annual growth rate is around 11%. This is quite a detailed analysis of our competitors. I'll just briefly sum it up, is that we are changing the customer journey, right? So we are not working on requests, rather the customer can search and find the doctor themselves. It's commission-based business model, or right now we are starting with online consultation, and will increase the solutions and the destinations.
Okay.
All right, required amount.
Okay, this was more than 3 minutes. Only thank you very much for your pitching, and now it's time for feedbacks from our experts. And first, Maxime, Zaur, who will do first?
Maxime, go ahead.
Okay. Zaur, you are first.
I said Max, go ahead.
Okay.
Max, you're on mute.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, thank you very much for the pitch. It was really great. The main question, why you in this business? Because this is super high business. I'm familiar with it in Israel. Yeah, what motivation brings you to it?
Yeah, Maxime, I would agree with you a lot on that, because for the past couple of years, I've been doing a lot of this job for friend and family, finding doctor and then booking appointment and everything. It just, I have a personal story related to that. I've lost a very close relative due to the fact that we couldn't get her to the doctor on time. And that is where I was thinking that, there should be some solution, right? And why when we are traveling abroad, it is so easy to get a hospital like Booking.com, Airbnb, but if there are so many people who are traveling for medical services, and why no one is making their life easier? Again, it was more personal driven, and I know I have a very good understanding about how difficult to make it. And actually, Sabina, as our team member who has been in medical tourism for more than 7 years now, we are talking a lot about how to optimize the operations, what are the bottlenecks, and how we'll be dealing with that. With all that acknowledgement, still, the drive is more probably coming from the personal side of the story.
Great, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you for presentation. Just one question regarding the onboarding process, and how you get your hospitals on board, and how can it be sure that all the doctors will share the availability, how you're going to manage it operationally. Just to kind of because I had the opportunity to working with one of the companies here in Azerbaijan, Dr. Something like that, and I kind of witnessed all the challenge and the blocks that he had when he embarked into this journey. Just want to know more about the operation side of that.
Yeah, thank you very much for this question. We actually have already 5, I forgot to mention during the pitch, that we are starting with Istanbul, so testing the platform between Baku and Istanbul, and we already have 5 large Turkish hospitals who we signed contract with, which are the Medipol, Acıbadem, Anadolu Sağlık. They're the big guys, and when you get, I spend a lot of time, convincing them and getting them on board, and once they're on board, it's sort of easier. The problem of scheduling is technically one of the one of the most difficult ones we were trying to solve, because hospitals do not allow access to their APIs, and even if they allow, they're not last minute change. So for now, how we are solving it is that when the user is booking a meeting, which right now only online consultations only, the user is picking from the calendars 3 days and 3 different timing. And then this request goes to the hospital dashboard, and they confirm, one of this, whichever possible. If not, then we are getting back to the users ourselves. So this is, I understand it's hard to scale with that much of maneuvering, but I believe that the more traction we'll be getting, the easier it will be convincing the hospitals to cooperate with us on API level, so this, the scheduling happens automatically without need to intervene into the process.
I got it. So it means that, just to double check that, so as a patient, I get the confirmation from the hospital. So I don't book an appointment with a specific particular doctor I would like to. It's just, with the hospital, and the hospital basically kind of check it around. Okay.
Yeah, we are partnering with the hospitals, right? So the user is selecting the doctor and putting down 3-4 time slots, which works well for the user. But on the other side, it's not, the doctor is not responsible for the scheduling, right? The doctors are not doing all this, admin job. They're in the hospital. There are the team coordinators who are doing all this job, and every single hospital have one account, and so that they see the request and submit, and confirm the time which is working with the doctor.
Got it. To the last part of that, just more about the business model, like how whom you charge, and how the doctor actually get avail from it.
Yeah, right now we are charging hospitals. Commission varies from 10 to 20%, depending on the hospital. The larger the hospital, the smaller the hospital, the more price they are ready to pay to be on the platform. But for the future, since we have value-added services, now the story is that the online consultation, these are part of our customer acquisition channel, right? Because the idea is that if the user will be using the platform for the online consultations, at some point they will also travel to the destination and use service and all the value-added services. That is where huge checks are, and that is where primary monetization is coming from, right? So online consultation that we are launching right now, I just cannot compare the customer acquisition cost with customer lifetime value, because this is such a huge difference, right? And the online consultations are part of my customer acquisition channel.
I think it's really interesting. It's really quite a big market, and I know even in Ireland, like we do have a lot of challenges with the hospitals and general medical services here, and many people actually go for transplantation to Turkey, and I know it's just kind of a big boom here as well. And I think like the hospitals like Acıbadem, you can find it in Amsterdam, in many places. It's really, really good to have like the chain companies. Good.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much for the presentation. It's quite impressive. How do you deal with trust? Like, why would I trust you with my whatever something?
That trust is a huge issue. We actually launched like early this week. And the plan that I have in my mind is that in Azerbaijan particularly, the hospital that we have on the board, there is a huge level of trust to them. So we are sort of the partnership, and that's why we are starting with the hospitals and not with individual doctors, because it would financially, it would make sense to start with doctors who are practicing individually, because they are more easy to negotiate, they are more flexible about the pricing. But the story was that the people are trusting the hospitals and the brand on the hospitals, and we want to get them on board. And the second strategy that we have over here is the content marketing. The vision that we have is that we are using predominant social media on that, is talking about health-related issues, but more in a I wouldn't say fun way, but more entertaining way, because no one wants to log into the social media and to read about all the disasters, I don't know, all the problems with their healthcare and all this frightening content. So the strategy that content plan and strategy that we are developing right now is how to talk about, preventive issues and health-related topics in a more fun way, which will entertain people and educate them at the same time. So two strategies: brands that we are cooperating with hospitals, and the content marketing.
Thank you. And then the second question is, so you get 10 to 20% of the commission. Does it include the upsell as well? Because usually those hospitals, whenever they get a client, they suddenly start to upsell like crazy. And do you have some sort of like a way to track those upsell?
Yeah, that is thank you for this question. That was one of the and currently is one of the questions we are trying to find solution for, because in booking.com there's one interaction, right? You are reserving a hotel and that's it. But in the hospital, a lot of interactions are happening when the patient landed on board, and there are additional treatments and everything. One thing that we have is to incentivize users process the payments through the platform, through some loyalty programs, and then the financial incentives to to make the payments through the platform. And another issue that we are trying to deal with is with the hospitals is this volume sales, right? So that the more sort of business we can make together, the more we can bring in. So this is an open question for us, honestly. We have some ideas in our mind, but these are all hypotheses to test. But that is one of the concerns that we are having in mind.
Thank you. And then once the cycle is done, so say the person went there, flew, got the treatment, go back, that it's usually in this kind of services, there's a lot of word of mouth, right?
Yeah.
So it's not necessarily again, so they will be coming back to your platform. Do you track somehow what's happening with the patients? Like two questions. One is, do you track what has happened, like, I don't know, like half a year after that with your current patients? And then how do you, what is the tools or what kind of things are you using to prevent yourself from losing the customers of like word of mouth kind of channel? Because like, for instance, I got a treatment and I'm gonna say that to my cousin or whatever, my friend, that I got a fantastic treatment. Go talk to them directly, or will they be recommending you, or rather the brand of the hospital? I would think by default they would recommend the hospital. So how do you incorporate that?
Right. Yeah, that's very true what you are saying. That word of mouth is defining a lot in this business. For now, what we have with the hospitals in our agreement is that whenever the client, so the solution, the long-term solution that we see over here is to make hospitals not willing to take the patients individually, but motivating them to put them through the platform. And that's why we have this, communication, all this document work and everything. It's a huge pain for the hospitals, and we are working on a solution for that, so that the users are submitting to us, we are sorting out and presenting it to the hospitals in a neat and clean way. And in this case, the hospital will be interested, from, for example, if they're receiving the client or a request from the country where we are operating, to put them through the platform, right? So making the hospitals in this process, the clue is the hospitals and incentivizing them to push the clients toward the platform. That's one thing. Another thing, yes, we will be following up with the clients, and also we will be also bearing the cost, right? So if anything goes wrong, so that we are providing the insurance that, getting the payment back and everything, navigating all this process. So for the client, instead of taking the risk and organizing everything themselves, it's easier to do the platform and have some sort of security backing them up.
Cool, yeah. And then in terms of the fundraising, you have a slide for that, but we just like skimmed through it. So what's happening there?
We just launched, I said early in this week, and up to that we were not ready to talk with the investors. We were just not at the stage. So right now the plan is start getting traction and understanding how the market is reacting. After that, We're just starting the pitching process because we just started.
Question, and with this money, what is the the run rate? Like how long will it last for you? And then second of all, what kind of KPIs can you achieve? What is your goal after raising this money?
Yeah, the run rate, it should now, I should check the financial projections, but I guess it's around 17 or 18 months, something like that. The major part of the, now these numbers have changed a little bit, I just haven't updated the presentation, the major part of that will be spent to the platform development and we are starting Baku, Istanbul as a testing, and immediately after that we are moving to the Eastern European markets. So for that we need this funding. Hopefully we will get to that, right? So KPIs, I haven't really put them together yet, but that's the understanding for now.
Thank you so much. Thanks.
Thank you.
Okay. We stayed with I spoke with Elvira, and I understood Elvira decided there's a problem with network, and can we return to IOKIO startup, because IOKIO team will await your feedbacks of the speech. Elvira, can you share your presentation again, please? Elvira?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me properly?
Yes.
Okay, can you see my screen?
Not yet.
Not yet, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, remain question.
Oh. Okay. Yes, we see your presentation. Zaur, Max, you had some maybe feedbacks about this presentation, because we had network problems.
I think Igor was asking the question, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes. Igor, you had a question?
Yeah, like my question was about like what kind of so the target is like turnover. That's all great. And then the money that will be raised, what is the run rate? For that one, what else? I already forgot, to be honest, what kind of questions I was asking, but like, what is the run rate for this investment?
This is 16 months, 18 months. 18
and
months.
What is your burn rate right now?
This is what we are right now. It is around $100K we already burned. But this is
a year, or like how much money do you burn on monthly basis?
It was first burn like much more investment gone to development, and we had a very big mistake on the start. Like we burned out too much cash on marketing campaign where we targeted B2C, but we understood that it is not efficient way. So we changed our strategy and started to go through B2B. And that's why this has happened. Like it's burned out too much money. And it's almost since March we commercially launched, but all this process started last December. And from 1 year exactly, we burned out 100K.
Cool. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, I can ask. The main question, I'm not so familiar with culture, company culture in Azerbaijan. But for example, in Israel, all companies have some kind of budget. But to get this bunch, it's really hard. So the main question, how you acquire your corporate customers for now?
We are going one by one to door because the most efficient way is right now, like as I told, we were trying to go from B2C, and we were believing that customers will get acquainted with this, and they will go and they will speak about it, and it will work through word of mouth. But unfortunately, it didn't happen. And right now, as there are not too many companies who have like wise reward recognition platforms in Azerbaijan. It's newly starting to develop. Even we know the main holdings who are working on that platforms, like to develop their own platforms to reward their employees. And we are going to one by one to them, and they are really impressed about the solution, and they're seeing it as part of their like platform. Like they will have their one of the biggest holdings, Pasha Holding, is right now on very early stage of developing their reward recognition platform, and benefit parts they are going to cover with us. At the same time, one of our partners, AzerConnect, even bigger, if to say bigger, Nexel Holding, they're partnering with us, and they're doing all this rewarding process through us.
And how long it takes to close this kind of customer?
It takes long, honestly, because we have several small like customers, corporate customers, but with biggest ones it takes long, like 3 to 6 months.
Okay, so the next question, how we can scale with all these problems?
I believe as we started with 2 main holdings, and here all people are like, network is working very well, and they are telling to each other, and now these companies are coming themselves to us, like both going to door to we are trying to get face-to-face meetings with them. At the same time, like they are knowing about platform through their colleagues which are in the same field with them.
I see. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Zaur, do you have some questions to your team?
No, I don't have questions. Thank you.
Okay, good. Thank you very much, Elvira.
You're welcome.
Okay, and it's time for our last startup. This is Refinance. Elvira, can you close your sharing of screen? Thank you. Refinance, you are here?
Yes, I am. Hello,
okay.
Everyone.
Okay, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Can you share screen? Okay, you have 3 minutes and you can start now.
Hello, everyone. This is Rashad, the founder of Refinance. I'll talk to you about the industry first. The loan market in Azerbaijan keeps improving. So the interest rates for personal loans right now is like 12.5%. 5-6 months ago, it was 15%. A year ago, it was 18%. And earlier, it was like 20 to 25%. So Refinance is a consulting company. We help our customers to refinance their existing loan and decrease their monthly payments. So the problem the borrowers face is that too many borrowers pays too much on their existing loans comparing to the existing new campaigns banks have. They pay extra commissions on the insurance premiums and other commission fees whenever they take out loans. So first, and our solution to this is refinancing. Refinancing is pretty much replacing an existing debt obligation with another one with better terms. I will give an example here. Let's say someone has a loan with 18% interest rate. We consult them. We cannot represent the customer ourselves. We consult them to find a new deal that fits the best for them, and refinance it and decrease their interest rate to 12%, 12.5%, let's say, and they keep paying with the better terms. So whenever they have more than one loan, they can combine all of them into a single one, and they can also decrease their monthly payments for loan amount as well as their insurance contracts. So the market, size for for the mortgage is like 1.4 billion USD in Azerbaijan, which we expect to profit 1% out of it. And our conversion rate, we expect it to be 10%. And for personal loans, our revenues can be 3.2 million. For the business loans, 5.7 million. Our roadmap is that we start with the mortgage refinancing first, because that's the simplest one. And then our plan is to move on to our second product, which is going to be personal loans, business loans, and then we'll expand into CIS countries. This business, when it comes to scaling, it's a very hard business to scale, considering the regulations are different in each country. CIS countries pretty much have the same regulations. So our plan is to expand into CIS countries first and then build our way up. So our local competitors for the personal loans, it's only the banks, and it's a new trend in Azerbaijan. Local banks have campaigns like bring your credit to us and pay less. So what they do is that if their normal regular credit package start from 12.5%, they sell refinancing credit at 16%. So our differentiation here is that we help our customers to get the best possible solution. Also, we consult them for the insurance refinancing as well. The international competitors, well, the most famous companies that's in this business is Anyfin from Sweden.
Rashad, I am sorry, it is time. This was more than 3 minutes. I give you extra 30 seconds only. We have our rules. That's why it is time for expert feedbacks. And who will be the first? Max, maybe you.
Rashad, thank you for pitching. Interesting for me. It's interesting fintech in Azerbaijan. I think it's growing. The main question: what is your product? What do you actually offer? It's kind of service, or actually you have platform that suggests loan cutting or.
So our website is we have calculators, refinancing calculators on our website, where our users enters their own loan information, and we calculate if they refinance with the current market terms, how much they will decrease their monthly payments. And if they're interested, we consult them to be able to close these deals.
So it's actually like calling each one and close the better deals.
Yes.
Still consulting. And what is the revenue model?
So the business model here is that we charge, as we are we start as a consulting company. We charge our customers based on how much we can benefit our customers, how much they can decrease their monthly payments. And we also generate new customers for the insurance companies and for the banks. And we plan on partnering up with insurance companies as well as banks and get and charge them per lead.
I mean, it's great business consulting, but it's not like looks like you're not bringing the technology solution. Some kind. Maybe I'm missing something.
So when we talk to the banks, they expect us to build an API whenever someone should be able to apply through our website to the bank. That is the plan to build in the future, like better.com. It shows, for example, the bank's offers pretty much with their current market terms. Whenever and the customers can apply just through our website to the banks. We have not built it yet. We are still working on building partnership with the banks. So our goal here is build a customer base and approach to the banks.
I see. Okay, thank you.
Thank you for presentation. I probably missed some part of that. Just want to ask about the competition again, like from the bank perspective, and also from the non-bank organizations, like other financial consulting organizations, like to understand exactly the main value proposition you guys bring is all about general fees that you charge a bit less, or is just can you elaborate on that? Just you said like you would like to have some kind of collaboration with the banks, but at the same time, if I'm the member of the bank of the specific and particular bank, I'd like to go, and in terms of trust, it's easy for me to go there and just to ask them how to make it, for in a better, terms. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Just can you just enlighten me a bit about that?
It's a new trend in Azerbaijan. Pretty much most of the banks are recently starting to have this kind of campaigns. So International Bank of International Bank of Azerbaijan is one of the recent ones that actually started on this campaign. So their regular interest rate on personal loans starts from 12.9%, and they also have a refinancing product where they offer 16%. It starts from 16%. So there's a 3% margin there. So we help our customers. Well, whenever our user goes to ABB, for example, to this bank, they will receive it at 16%, and we help our customers to get the best deal in the market, which is 12.5% to 13%. And also banks only restructure pretty much or refinance the loan itself, but we also refinance the or restructure the insurance policies as well. For the mortgages, for example, it's a very strict regulations we have here. We cannot change the bank, so we cannot do anything on the interest rate side, but we can refinance the insurance policies, which there is no bank that provides this service because it's an insurance product. And I'm also coming from the insurance industry. I've worked like more than 2 years in the insurance industry. That's where this idea came to me, and we saw that there's a bigger need in the market for the loans itself.
Okay. So as far as I understand, there's like opportunity to decrease that to 12%, but the banks, they can't do that. They provide it in, at 16%, right, most of the time.
Yeah.
And just sorry for this question, it might sound very silly, but can you just elaborate on the reason why they can't, go down to the 12%, like, but you guys can do that? How you do this and they can't do that? Can you just, maybe there's a secret sauce. I don't want to go into that, but just to know,
So for the interest rates, they see the customer is overloaded already. They try to charge them as much as they can.
Okay.
They try to increase their revenue, and on the other hand, that's the second biggest largest bank in Azerbaijan. And when you go to smaller banks, they are good with giving with the best possible interest rates to the customers.
Okay, so there are like some opportunities actually in the market to get this 12% or 13%, let's say, but with this like smaller banks, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
And the question right now, just a follow-up question: how you compete with these smaller banks, for example, if they can provide the same value that you do provide? So
the way our service is customer centric mostly. So so whenever customer goes to, for example, Yellow Bank, they are stuck with their terms. What we do on our platform is that we calculate and show which bank is going to be the most suitable for them, because they have commissions as well. We help our customers to get the best in the market.
Okay, so basically they consult with you and then they have to go to the specific bank to get this, So, okay, gotcha. Thank you.
Well, because it's very strict here, we cannot represent the customers ourselves.
Yeah.
That's why we start.
That was basically my question. Is the reason why I asked your follow-up questions, just because to know, like, does it mean that I'm going to do double work? Asking you first of all, going through your platform and paying you for consultancy, and then kind of identifying this bank instead of going to this banks one by one. That's it's just from the customer behavior perspective. Just I can go to all these banks and ask them about the interest rate instead of just paying for external consultancy that I'm not aware of, in order to to have a kind of guideline or just
and also most of the banks do not tell all of their terms So
Right.
whenever you ask about the commissions, they do not tell you. We have created our own database where we have created their own calculation pretty much on our system by talking to their sales representatives, maybe like pretty much more than 10 times to each one of these banks. Whenever you ask them, they do not provide you with the full information. They just tell you the interest rate. Whenever you go to the bank, it can end up with a different number.
Got it. Thank you.
Igor?
Rashad, I think that was a good pitch. Just to confirm, like I think I have only one question left after all the questions from my colleagues. So essentially, is there anything you can automate or create like a product out of it? Because like it sounds like it's
in order
very...
to automate this, I need partnerships with the banks so that we can create the API to their system whenever, so that our users can apply it through our website. And finance has improved a lot in Azerbaijan in recent years. Pretty much they can order credits online. So if we get some of these banks to partner up with us, we can automate it on our website, where they can apply for an online credit, and they will either receive a credit card or they will receive the money in their salary cards.
And where do you stand on that? Or like, is it more like regulation side, or is it something that the banks can do independently? Like, what's the bottleneck here for them to open up this IP?
Banks do that independently at the moment. So we'll kind of be like a comparison website, but not for the current market. What we actually show the customer is that how much they can save. Our target persona is people who has an existing loan, and we look at when this loan was taken, what was their interest rate, but the previous one, we refinance in case our users benefit from it. If they do not benefit, we tell the customers by refinancing, you cannot save, your payments can increase because there are commissions and other fees, some other hidden fees.
I see. Okay, well, Rashad, thank you. It's looks like it's a proper business. Good job.
Thanks so much.
Okay. Thanks, Rashad. Thank you for all startups for their pitching. And now the next step of our startup battle is choosing of winner of our battle. And now in your screen, you will be see some survey. It's a survey only for our judges, for our experts, for Zaur, Maxim, and Igor. I will launch this now. And okay,
hold on. What is the criteria? I'm sorry. It's the best pitch. Okay.
Best speech, yes, best speech. You can choose. Please, Zaur, Maxim, Igor, if you can give us some points for startups, and we will be choose best pitch for our today's startup battle. As I see, I'll just finish their choosing. Yes, I can pull. Zao, Max, Igor, you are finished?
Yeah, I have booted.
Yeah, okay.
Done.
Okay. And I see by results, saw results, and our winner today, it is MedicNext. Guys, I congratulate you. I don't, you are mute.
I don't know if you're gonna hear me or not, but thank you so much. Thank you.
Good job in presenting.
Thank you.
Okay,
Good luck.
thank you very much for
Congratulations.
everybody. Thanks for Zao, thanks for Max, Igor, for your time, for your advices, for your feedbacks to startups. All startups, thank you very much for your pitching. And I also want to say thanks for our partners of our startup battle. It is Sabah Lab and Innovation and Digital Development Agency. Thanks for Sabah Lab for communicating with startups. Thanks for Innovation Agency to technical support. Agency gives us this Zoom account. Thank you for everybody, and I congratulate again to MedicNext. Please write me in WhatsApp. I will be wrote you about your special gift for Startup Grind Baku chapter. Thank you very much, and wish you for everyone a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
That's exactly what I wanted to say. That's exactly what I want to say. I want to just, just cover words, and thank you very much. What a great battle you guys done. Really amazing, really fascinating. I wanted to thank all the judges for coming, and at the same time, I want to thank you, Nikita and Tale, for great organization and all the greatness started that piece today. It's really fascinating. Thanks for inviting. Merry Christmas to you all.
Thank you. Good job, Nikita and Startup Grind team, and fantastic job for the teams. It was quite good ones. So continue growing, and I wish all the success. Thank you.
Okay,
Bye.
goodbye.
Ciao, ciao.
Bye. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice.